Oh my gosh, thank you for a wonderful Friday. Sa mga nanonood ngayon, welcome to Karista Live TV. Ayan, ang dami nating guest on today's show. Ang title ng ating show today is Throwback. First-time homebuyer throwback. First-time homebuyer throwback. Normally throwback Thursday, but we're doing this on a Friday. So, meron po tayong guest. Meron tayong, first of all, I wanted to introduce the Karista mortgage team first. And then the team is going to introduce yung ating 4 or 5 special guests. 6 kasi may baby. So first, I'd like to welcome Carol Ko. Carol, say hi.
Hi, magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat.
So Carol is a relationship manager at Karista Mortgage. My name is Bernadette Laxamana, president of Karista Mortgage. And then we have Rachel Castillo. Hi, Rachel.
Hello po.
Yeah, she's the relationship manager at Karista Mortgage. And finally, Sheila Samson, also another relationship manager at Karista Mortgage.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, I wanted to ask Carol and Sheila to kindly introduce po ang ating guests.
Carol, do the honor.
Yes, so una kong i-introduce sa inyo si Ate Lodi. Yan yung my baby. Hi. So I am so proud for Ate Lodi. It's because they were able to attend our first-time homebuyer webinar ng July 25, 2020. That's last year. Tapos nag-take action sila. Nagpa-pre-approve. They did a discovery call with us and then nagpa-pre-approve sila. And they were able to get the amount na pwede nilang magbili by September 2. Then, after na malaman nila yung pagbili ng property, na pwede na sila makabili ng property, they were able to find their right home sa kanila ng kanilang realtor ng October 15. So, they were able to buy that property. Ang maganda dun sa journey na yun, na from like September to October na nakabili sila Ate Lodi, is yung property na nabili nila ngayon is pangatlong try yun. First is, nag-offer sila, they didn't win. Second, they tried it again on the same property. Hindi pa rin sila nanalo. On the third, yung sinasabi namin, para siyang love, that the right love will come along. Na on the third one, hindi na sila nag-offer. But it's the seller na ang bumalik sa kanila. And they ask na, interesado pa rin ba sila bilhin yung property na yan? And then, they did the process, they did the inspection, and then we secured the approval for that. Yun siya. And then the second would be si Ate Marisa Manlig. This one is super also a very good journey na na-experience ko, and both of us were happy din sa journey na nangyari. It's because umattend din sila ng first-time homebuyer na July 25 kasabayan ni Ate Lodi. And then we pre-approved them September 3 then. And then we refer them to our realtor, si Kuya Max. And then nakabili sila ng property nila September then. So, nung nakabili sila ng property nila, they were able to know their options first, that they didn't know that they can buy that property. Una muna ang sabi ni Kuya Router for, Carol, sige nga, tignan nga muna natin kung magkano mabibili natin and then explore natin kung magkano. We'll just try our luck. And then they try to explore the looking for a property with Kuya Max as the realtor. And then when they after 3 weeks, they come back to us. We fell in love with this property. Let's do the house inspection. And then, yun, nag-move na sila sa property. Tapos after a few months, tumawag ulit si Ate Marisa. Sabi niya, Carol, I want you to explore the options also for my daughter at saka son-in-law para makabili sila ng property. And then by June, nakabili rin yung anak nila because shinare nila yung blessing nila and journey nila sa pagbili ng property and naka-attend ng first-time homebuyer webinar. So I'm proud of you. Thank you.
Ako naman, ang ipakikilala ko po sa inyo ay proud na proud ako sa dalawang ito, kay Jamie at saka kay Lee. I'm so proud sa mag-asawang ito because when I first talked to them, wala talaga silang idea sa pagbili ng bahay. How are they going to do it? And how are they going to start? So sabi nga nila, alam mo Sheila, completely wala kaming idea. So gusto lang naming malaman kung paano mag-start. Umattend sila ng first-time homebuyer webinar ng May, if I'm not mistaken, May 30, yung inatinan yung first-time homebuyer Homebuyer webinar. Imagine guys, for only 9 days, 10 days actually, nakabili na sila ng bahay, nag-offer sila. Ang bilis-bilis talaga na parang kahit ako nagulat na parang nag-uusap lang tayong tatlo sa phone. And then eto ngayon, inaayos na natin yung pagbili nyo ng bahay. Eto na, naghahanap na tayo ng lawyer and everything. So ang kagandahan, katulad ng istorya, ito yung mga napakagandang istorya na marami sa atin kasi na hindi natin alam kung paano bumili, paano mag-start. So see, ito ang istorya ng Chavez family na talagang in just the span of 9 days po, hindi nila akalain na they will own a 2-bedroom property. And they live right now and ang happy-happy nila dahil nakaalis sila doon sa nagre-rent sila for almost a decade now. And ngayon, proud owner sila ng 2-bedroom. So yeah, I want to introduce po sa inyong lahat si Lee and si Jamie po at Chavez. Apo. Pangalawa pong ating guest, ito po yung isa sa, kasi tayo mga Pilipino, nagtutulungan tayo in nature. So ito pong si Marion Sadia. Ang susunod ko po ipapakilala. Hi, Marion. So, gustong-gusto ko yung story nila. Be proud na proud ako dahil sila, isang buong pamilya sila na nagtulungan. When I talk to Marion and Marianne, silang dalawa lang yung nagpapa-pre-approve. Dahil gusto nilang makabili ng bahay. And then eventually, as time goes by, sumama na yung kanyang yung kapatid nila, na kapatid ni Marion, si Kuya Melchor, at saka yung pamilya ni Kuya Melchor. So sabi nila sa akin, ito yung pinakamasarap na sinabi nila sa akin na they've been renting for quite a while. Kasi ang nirarentahan nila guys, detached property. So imagine, para sila ang nagbabayad na noong renta, noong buong bahay. Ay, sorry, ng mortgage ng buong bahay. And now they own a 5-bedroom house po na mas mababa yung kanilang rental. Mas mababa sa renta nila. So kung nagre-rent sila before ang renta po nila is almost 3,700. Imagine, mas mababa po doon yung binabayaran nilang mortgage. Kaya happy po sila. At ang pinakamaganda doon also is umattend po sila ng July 25 ng ating First-time Homebuyer webinar and nakabili po sila August 1. So in a span of 1 week, right, Marion? So talagang happy po itong ating buong pamilya na ito. So I'm so proud of you guys and for your achievements.
Yay! Well, thank you so much. Ayan po ang ating mga guests. Thank you for joining us today. Parang kailan lang you were watching other home buyers. Ngayon kayo po ay homeowners na. O, diba? So we have a few questions. Sa mga nanonood po ngayon, this is an opportunity for you to ask yung inyong relationship manager, mortgage brokers, if you have any mortgage-related question, and also yung mga buyers. They were like you, nagre-rent, but now they're homeowners kung meron po kayong question. So Rachel, can you please ask the first question?
Okay, so your first question is, kailan ka bumili and what are you most grateful for as a homeowner and a first-time home buyer? We'll start with Ate or Kuya Marian.
Hi, good afternoon po. Nakabili po kami ng bahay as katulad ko na banggit ni sister. Summer, October. Actually, nakalipat na kami by November ng 2020. Para sa akin, napakaganda accomplishment nito. Kumbaga, ultimate goal mo to. Kumbaga, hindi ka lang nakatira sa Canada or isang maging nag-work sa Canada or isang maging citizen. Siyempre, yung pagbili po ng bahay is like a ultimate na plan yun na as a family na makabili kayo ng bahay at magkasama-sama ka dun sa bahay na yun. Ano? Tsaka siyempre, grateful ka na rin kasi hindi ka na mangungupahan at at the same time, hindi na nawe-waste yung pera natin na ibinabayad lang natin dun sa mga talagang owners ng mga bahay na yon. Tsaka in a sense na kumbaga pag may sarili ka ng bahay, so nag-accumulate na yung equity mo, nag-i-increase na siya as it goes, hindi na siya yung parang wala lang, ibinigay mo lang. At least from there, nag-grow na yung pera.
That question.
Grow na yung pera later on na you can use them at some. Yeah. Yun po yung.
Thank you po, Kuya. Ate Marisa.
Hi, good afternoon everyone sa lahat ng nanonood dito. Nakasama na ako ngayon sa live ng Karista. Dati nanonood lang ako. So, we bought our first house nung we moved in on October 3, 2020. So, after we attended the July 25 First-time Homebuyer webinar, wala kaming sinayang na oras. From that day, maybe after a week, nag-contact na kami agad ni Carol. Pagkatapos, August, may inspection agad kami. September is closed na yung deal and we move in immediately in October 3. So we are very grateful na we have attended that webinar kasi bilang first-time home buyer, ang dami mong doubts, ang dami mong hesitation kasi syempre matagal kaming renter for 10 years. So, kung hindi namin inatinan yun, hindi namin makaklarify yung mga yon at hindi namin magagawa yung mga mga requirements na pwede na pala kami. So, dati, nung within 10 years time, lagi, kasi dahil nga dun sa mga doubts na naririnig, hesitation, hindi kami nagtatangkang makinig. Kasi sabi namin, yun na nga yun eh, mahirap bumili ng bahay. So, right now, we are very also grateful that we have this house na gustong-gusto namin. Kasi mag-asawa lang kami, tapos nakuha namin yung gusto namin kasi yung renta namin binabayad before is halos nakatipid pa kami ng $100 a month na at least own na namin. So, yun ang masasabi ko.
Yeah. Very good. Thank you for sharing that, Ate. Ate Jamie, Kuya Lee.
Hi, good afternoon po everyone, Lee and Jamie. As a first-time home buyer, we're very grateful kasi as immigrants kami ni Jamie. Sa Philippines, di ba, meron tayong mga bahay, tapos pagdating sa Canada, magre-rent. So, pag ngayon na nakabili na kami ng bahay, parang feel na namin na taga-Canada na kami. So that's what we're really grateful for, is the feeling of home na parang double feeling na you're at your own home but you're also at home here in the country.
Very good. And kailan kayo bumili?
Bumili kami August 25th, nag-close yun. Parang matagal yung process nung move-in comparison dun sa dinescribe ni Ate Sheila nung May and June naasikaso na yung papers. So yun yung request nung dating homeowner. Medyo matagal na process yung sa amin.
Thank you po. Tapos Ate Lodi and Baby.
Hi, good afternoon po sa inyo lahat. Thanks for inviting us here para mag-share ng stories namin. So, nakabili po kami noong October last year after 3 attempts nga ng pag-offer. And then, nag-move in kami ng 2 weeks after. So, grateful kami kasi hindi lang house yung nabili namin. So, we're now like building a home. Hindi lang yung house, hindi lang yung structure, pero yung loob din. Tapos, grateful kami kasi nakuha namin yung gusto namin na yung may yard para sa mga kids kasi this time, hindi naman kami makakapasyal palagi. Kawawa naman yung mga kids. So, kahit nandito lang sa bahay, meron silang tatakbuhan na yard. Ganyan. Yeah. So, yun lang po.
Thanks po, Ate Lodi.
I think everybody answered already, right?
Yes.
I think also if you could probably agree na lahat kayo kumita na kasi diba? Aren't you grateful bumili na kayo?
Last year.
Yung mga bahay ngayon mas mahal kaysa time na bumili kayo. And then number 2, it's a crazy market. So I'm so glad, very, very grateful na natulungan namin kayo ahead of time. Rachel, next question, please.
Next question. Ate Marisa, ano yung biggest worry mo before you purchased your first home?
Sorry. It's echoing. So the question is, ano yung biggest worry mo before you purchase your first property at nangyari ba?
Siguro, ang biggest worry, maybe like any other person na first time bibili ng bahay is you are going to get denied for your loan. Or meron ka ba, or how much interest you're gonna be paying. and is our down payment or money on hand is enough for all the costs of the purchases of the house. Yun yung mga worries natin. And then after buying the house, ano pa yung expenses, kakayanin ko ba? Yun yung mga naging worry ko sa pag-purchase ng house. So pero nung siyempre nakatid na kami at kaya nangyayari on the process na naghahanap kami ng bahay, ano yan tawag ko kay Carol? What do you think? We can be approved of this amount? So what do you think? What are the costs, additional costs? I'm always get in touch to Carol to know kung tama ba itong ginagawa namin na o hanggang saan ang amount na kailangan namin kunin. So kailangan kong i-discuss sa kanya palagi every time I get in touch to Carol para makakuha ako ng advice on what to do.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Thank you, ate. Tapos, Kuya Marion?
Hi, mag-a-add lang din ako doon. So yung tama yung mga nabanggit ni sister doon, yung kung madi-deny ba or something like that. So isang tinitingnan ko rin din yung work stability, ano. Hindi naman nasabi natin na ay may work na tayo sa Canada, okay. So pero kumbaga gaano ba tayo katagal? Nasa at least na more than 2 years na ba or 3 years kasi at the lateral part, 'di ba? Kapag hindi ganun ka-stable yung ating work, so parang alam mo 'yun. Okay, parang nangangamba ka na paano mo babayaran yung bahay mo in the long run, 'di ba? So sabihin natin na work stable ka na, halimbawa, so you've been there in the company for 4 to 5 years. Tapos syempre yung good credit score, syempre yung credit score natin yan, hindi naman natin makukuha yan in less than 6 months na first time na tayong dumating sa Canada, di ba? Newly migrants tayo. So it takes some time. So tinitingnan din natin yung credit score kung nag-grow siya. So let's say na okay na yung credit score mo. Siguro, yun nga yung nabanggit niya sister, yung at the end is yung pinaka down payment. Magiging kakayanin ba natin yung down payment? Siyempre, depende yun kung suite lang ba yung kukunin natin or townhouse ba siya or bahay. So, siyempre, kung bahay ang kukunin natin, mas malaki yung magiging down payment natin. Tsaka magkano yung magiging monthly amortization mo. So, kumbaga, sa mag-asawa, so mag-uusap kayo kung try natin, i-compute natin kung magkano yung nagiging expenses natin. So, gumawa kami ng Excel sheet namin, parang magkano yung nagiging expenses namin in a month. At least from there, nakikita natin kung magkano ba yung differences na sa tingin natin na okay, so I think ito yung pwede natin na pangbayad sa ating amortization. So something like that. Yun. Tsaka, syempre, pagdating na din natin sa Canada, wala naman tayong masabi natin na napakalaking pera na dinala, di ba? So, so yung siguro, it's a good start din yung kumuha kayo ng RRSP or TFSA. So as long na ma-reach nyo na yung 3 or 5 years na plan nyo, so meron na kayong enough savings, yeah, then of course, go for it. Then of course, nandiyan naman yung Karista na para i-advise tayo what is the best plan as we move along to buy our house. That's all for me.
Thank you, Kuya Marion. The next question is, anong tip ang mabibigay mo sa mga renters or potential first-time home buyers na nanood na yun? I will start with Ate Jamie and Kuya Lee.
Tip is educate yourself. Huwag makinig sa mga hearsay. Kasi before, kami, yung mga naririnig namin is malaki yung down payment, imposible, kailangan ganito kalaki yung income mo, magastos, paano pag nawalan ka nga ng work. So, kailangan mo i-educate yung sarili mo before ka mag-decide kung bibili ka or hindi. Kasi when we talk to Ate Sheila, dun lang namin nalaman kung ano yung kaya namin. And then,
and be very open to information. Kasi may friend din kami na at the same time bumibili din ng bahay. Tapos like very close kami. Alam ko yung financial status niya, etc. Like we're very privy with each other sa information. Tapos parang sinasabi niya hindi ganun ka nakakatakot if you know what you're doing with the right information. So very thankful kami sa information na binigay ni Ate Sheila kasi very encouraging parang realistic siya. na ito yung kaya mo, ito yung hindi. But yun yung best tip is yung education talaga, information, and make sure it's the right kind of information.
Tsaka find the right people na sasagutin yung mga questions mo na sobrang daming questions.
Thank you po. Ate Lodi?
Yeah, siguro dun sa mga nagbabalak bumili, siguro kailangan maging prepared din, mag-gather ng mga katulad ng sabi nila, mag-gather ng mga information, yung right information, hindi yung sa iba-ibang tao nang gagaling kasi iba-ibang tao, iba-iba yung sinasabi. So siguro better na just contact Karista kasi sila talagang informative sila. Lahat ng question nyo, kahit beyond the working hours, sasagutin nila yan. At saka, kung bibili kayo ng bahay, kailangan yung talagang sure na kayo. Pag nakita nyo yung bahay, hindi yung ang mindset nyo is, ay, pwede na to, bibili na ako. Kailangan, ang mindset nyo is yung gusto ko na to. Kasi titira kayo ng matagal na panahon doon eh. Para ma-enjoy nyo din yung bahay.
Thank you po. Kuya Marian?
Actually, almost the same thing. Totoo yung mga nabanggit nila lahat. Talagang very helpful ang Karista. All your questions or concerns or mga pag-ahaka-haka, lahat. So, through research na rin. So, lahat yun. I-brought up sa kanila. Kung may second thoughts kayo, kausapin nyo lang yung Karista. They will answer everything for you guys.
Thank you po. Last but not least, Ate Marisa. Ay, nakamute ka, ate.
Ate Marisa, nakamute ka.
So, ang masasabi ko is lahat natutunan ko naman from Karista sa pagbili ng bahay. So, katulad na nga ng sinasabi ng ating mga kasama dito na nakabili rin, na pumunta tayo or magtanong tayo ng process sa pagbili ng bahay doon sa nakakaalam. So, kailangan nating iplano. Ang una nating step, masasabi ko ay mag-attend tayo ng ganitong Homebuyer seminar. Kasi para malaman natin ang do's and don'ts kung sa process ng pagbili at malalaman din natin ang advantage at disadvantage. Kung bibili ka ba talaga ng bahay ngayon or baka pwedeng next year, or bibili ka ba ng condo or ng isang. So yung the best advice is makukuha ng isang specialist na nakakaalam dito sa pagbili ng bahay. At masasabi ko, I would recommend, Karista. Dahil yun na naging first step namin. Inalam namin kung paano ang proseso ng pag-attend ng person. And number 2 is make your credit solid. Sa inyo ko yung natutunan yan. At make your credit solid. At saka mag-ipon ka rin kasi kailangan. Kasi kailangan talaga sa down payment. So, medyo alamin mo na yung mga trending ng interest rates, which is ang nakakaalam nun is makakapag-advise atin ng mabuti ay yung Karista. Thank you.
Thank you, Ate Marisa. Okay, the last question is, lahat kayo, umattend po kayo sa First-time Himebuyers sponsored by Karista Mortgage. What are the top 2 or 3 ideas that you found valuable and that you learned? We'll start with Ate Lodi.
Yun, pagka natutunan ko yung unang-una, pagka homeowner ka, hindi lang pala siya bayad ng mortgage, katulad ng pagre-rent, labas ng pera. Hindi mo namamalayan, kumikita ka na rin. So parang investment na rin siya. Tapos yung isa pa, yung home inspection, very important. Lalo na pagka yung mga old houses, yung nakita nyong bibilhin nyo. Kasi katulad nitong sa amin, talagang pina-inspect namin siya ng mabuti. And then we found out merong isang bagay doon na medyo alanganin kami. So, nakipag-negotiate pa sa seller, naka-discount pa rin kami. So, bumaba pa yung price na nakuha namin. Kaya very important talaga yung inspection. Thank you.
Thank you po. Tapos, Ate Marisa? Hello. Oh. Ate Marisa? Oh, naka-mute ka, ate. Sorry.
So, okay, the top 3 ideas that I've learned from the First-time Homebuyer seminar is number 1 is, tandang-tanda ito, pati ng asawa ko, yung sinabi ni Bernadette. Sabi niya, yung awesome feeling while lying on your bed saying that you own this. You are now living on your own place. That everything that you see is yours. That I own that roof, I own that walls. Yan ang tumatak sa aming isipan. Kaya noon, anong araw na yun, yung asawa ko lagi niya sinasabi, at least now, habang nakaiga kami dito, nandito sa loob ng bahay, masasabi namin, magagawa namin ang lahat ng gusto namin dahil amin na to. Amin na. Amin tong wall na to. Pwede ako magpukpuk dyan ng kahit na ano. Ang number 1 kong idea ang nakuha doon. At it's about building the equity. On how you build it, earn your equity. Yun ang number 2 na nakuha ko sa kanya, dito sa Karista. And number 3 is that we can also invest in real estate. Not only a first-time home buyer, but so really invest. That's the 3 ideas that I have taken from you, Karista and Bernadette.
I'm so glad. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna interrupt for the other people. Yung sinabi mong akin to, I really remember my first house. Up to now, I've owned a few properties. Pero yung nakahiga ang couch ko pa noon, green. And I was looking. I'm like, that's my ceiling. That's my wall. That's my stairs. Diba? As homeowners, like,
Yeah.
I can't, kaya yung why na pride of home ownership, I can't really describe it until ikaw talaga yung nandoon. And then
that's the word, pride of home ownership.
Iba yung feeling. So thank you for that feedback. Next, sino yung susunod, Rachel?
Ate Jamie Kuya Lee.
Top 2 or 3 ideas ba yun? Yun ba yung question?
Opo.
Top idea for sure, ang takeaway ko is you can plan for your retirement and own multiple properties that will help you make income in your retirement. Yun yung top takeaway ko, because that's the goal, is to be financially independent. Ano yung top 2? Top second. Ikaw?
Ako, there are many sources of like assets na meron ka na hindi mo alam na pwede mo ipang down payment dun sa bahay. Before kasi I was thinking, wala akong savings or yung checking account ko, ito lang yung laman. Hindi, imposible na makabili ako. Pero ang dami palang available na resources. Yun.
Thank you. And Kuya Marian, ano yung 2, 3 lessons you learned?
Para sa akin yung siguro yung isa factor doon yung magiging interest rate mo. So si Ma'am Sheila yung nag-check-in sa akin ito. Kasi sila yung maghahanap sa iyo na kung saan yung pinakamagandang bank na mas makakuha ng mas mababang interest rate para doon sa bibilin mong bahay. Tsaka yung second doon is yung for me yung interest rate na fixed tsaka versus a variable. Ilang beses ko nang ulit ako kay Ma'am Sheila na which is very helpful kasi hindi ko naman sinasabi dahil nagkaroon ng, of course, yung COVID, napakalaking factor na nangyari dito sa buong mundo, no? So mga time na yon, so galing kami sa ganitong rate, naka-variable pa kami at that time. So until na such time na yun nga na-confirm ko kay Ma'am Sheila ngayon, nalaman na namin na bumaba pa siya after a week bago namin siya i-fix yung interest rate, which is the best factor na nakuha namin from that standpoint sa Karista.
Thank you, Kuya. I skipped the question by accident. Well, sorry. What bad advice, information, or recommendation ang naririnig mo when you were a renter? We'll start with Ate Marisa.
So, okay. So we are renting for 10 years dito sa Canada nung pagdating ko kasi yung sa situation ng family, kailangan namin mag-rent. So, ang unang-una kasi siyempre marami kang mga kaibigan na wala ring bahay. Karaniwan doon mo yan nakukuha pag hindi rin sila knowledgeable sa pagbili ng bahay. So sasabihin nila sa'yo, mas mabuti yan, ang binabayaran mo lang yung renta. Pero pag nagkaroon ka ng bahay, tama rin naman na may strata fees, nababayaran ka, lalo't kondo makukuha mo. Yung mga ganong bagay na, tapos, yung interest, masyadong mataas na hindi mo daw makukuha yon in 25 years time. Parang wala, ganun ang makukuha na, wala kang makukuha kasi ang taas ng interest. Maybe during that time, yun yung malalas ng interest pa. So, yung kaya parang walang kaming bumili ng bahay na ganun. So, mo na lamang, at least expenses mo na lang yan. Ganun lang. Wala ka nang i-asikasuhin. Kasi dati pa nagrenta kami, nasira ang garage, tawag namin ng sila gagawa. So, syempre, at least sasabihin nila, okay yan. Kasi kung sa'yo yan, mahal yan. Pag pinagawa mo yung garage, gano'n. So,
wow, I'm shocked, really?
Yeah,
holy cow!
Usapan. Siguro yung mga nakakausap ko kasi dati, kasi nga, mga wala rin bilib. Which is ako din that time, wala. Kasi yung interest, natatakot ako kasi I think meron akong mga kaibigan bumili, nag 3% sila. Mga 10 years ago naman yon. So,
natatawa ako sa inyo, 3% ang taas. You know, my first mortgage, my rate was 5.9. Thank you. Thank you for that. Oh my gosh. Okay, ang dami palang ganon. Holy cow. I want to hear more. Anybody else?
Pagpagawa ng yung sa mga ipapagawa, at least pag nagrerenta ka, wala kang pakialam kung masira ang mga ganito. Masira yung mga gamit mo sa bahay, papalitan niya yung nagre-renta.
Wow.
Wow. Ate Lodi?
Wow.
Yeah, yung bad advice naman na nung nagre-rent kami, ito from kakilala pa talaga namin na sabi, hindi kami makakabili ng bahay dito because of the nature of our work. I'm working lang daw in a fast food and then yung husband ko in a Japanese restaurant. So parang kailangan daw naming mag-upgrade like medical profession, high-paying jobs. Hindi kami makakabili ng bahay. Tapos mas marami daw gastusin nga, kagaya nga ni sabi ni ate, mas maraming gastusin if you're owning a house like separate bills for hydro, yung mga gas, yung mga ipapagawa mo, i-renovate. Unlike pag nagre-rent ka, one-time payment lang monthly, dala na lahat. Pero mali naman sila doon. Yeah.
Holy cow! I'm so out of touch. I did not realize. This is fascinating. Geez.
That's really a bad advice. That,
and
nag-work ka.
Yeah, and one more thing is pag first-time home buyer daw is hindi makakabili agad-agad ng single detached. Kailangan we start with the apartment or condo or townhouse, anything with strata kasi parang inisip namin noon, sayang naman yung yung strata fee, syempre magbabayad kami. So kailangan maghintay kami ng yung turn namin na makakuha. Hindi raw kami makakuha ng single detached kasi nga mahal, pero we prove them wrong kasi ang nakuha namin as first-time home buyer is single detached. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Wow! Congratulations again. I'm speechless. There's so many things I can say doon sa mga bad advice na yun, but I'm biting my tongue. Dumudugo na yung dila ko. Ate Lodi, you wanted to add something also?
Yung about sa tips for the potential home buyer, syempre pag nag-house hunting tayo, tingin tayo sa mga listing, tapos tingin natin, ay ito na, gusto ko na to. And then hindi na-accept yung offer natin, parang we feel down, we feel bad. Huwag tayong mawala ng pag-asa kasi akala natin yun na yung para sa atin, pero may mas nakalaan pa si Lord na mas maganda na hindi natin ine-expect. Yeah, based from the experience yan, kasi yung husband ko, nung nakita niya tong bahay, sa labas pa lang, yung parang feel niya, ito na talaga. Kung hindi ma-accept yung offer natin, bahala sila, babalik din yan. So, bumalik nga siya ng bumalik.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that encouragement. Oh, especially sa market ngayon, minsan hindi na-accept yung offer just to trust that kung ano man yung para sa'yo, bibigay talaga sa'yo.
Yeah.
Sino yung susunod?
Ni Kuya Marion?
Oh, siguro sa akin, parang ano lang, experience lang din as a renter. Share ko lang. Siguro kasi pag nag-rent tayo, no, anytime pag gusto na ng may-ari na paalisin tayo sa bahay. So, I don't know kung meron tayong chance na mag-pushback sa mga ganun, no. Pero yung over the last na ni-rent namin na house, yung isa, ang katwiran nila is ipapamana nila sa kanilang daughter kasi kinasal na. So wala na kaming choice. Siyempre kung pamana sa daughter, so siyempre kailangan nilang lumipat dun sa bahay na yon. So kami ang ginawa namin. So naghanap kami. So in a span of 1 month, so na-push kami na maghanap ng bahay. Tapos yung isa naman na nirentahan namin, itong pinakahuli, sila naman ay gusto magtaas ng renta sa bahay. So since na yung COVID that time, merong announcement ang BC na hindi pwede magtaas ng rent doon sa inuupahan. Kaso ang naging back nila sa amin is nag-decide na lang sila na ibebenta nila yung bahay within a month. Kaya syempre, kung ibebenta nila yung bahay, so saan kami titira kung may bumili? Just for example, kahit sabihin natin in 2 to 3 months, no? Pero yun nga, isang factor na rin yun. Okay, I think this is the time. Kahit magsama-sama na tayo, at least yung makita. So good thing nga nandun yung Karista team na nakapili kami ng mas magandang bahay para sa amin. Tsaka yung tipo ba na, yun nga, yung sasabi nga ni rin sister na kung gusto mong ipaayos yung bahay anytime. So ngayon itong 5 bedrooms ngayon, 6 bedrooms na ngayon itong bahay na to kasi nadagdagan siya. So, well, another kind of equity as you move along, di ba? Na naging 5 to 6 bedrooms. That's all.
Yay!
Yay! Excellent. Sino yung
Last-
susunod?
And last but not least, Ate Jamie, Kuya Lee.
Ako yung renter, nung nagre-rent kami, nagiging security blanket ng mga tao na nagre-rent ka lang so you can move from one place to another anytime. Pag like that time COVID kasi, ang daming nawawalan ng work. So sinasabi, bumili kayo ng bahay, COVID ngayon, nagkakatanggalan sa trabaho. Ang thinking naman namin nun is, pag nawalan ka ng trabaho, edi hanap ka ng trabaho, hindi ka lilipat ng bahay. Diba? So, hanap ka ng work, hanap ka lang ng bagong work, hindi hanap ng bagong house. And it's the same if you own the place. Edi pag nawalan ka ng work, find a new job.
And then yung sa akin, medyo na-echo ko yung kay Ate Marisa kasi sinasabi lang mga tao na mas maganda mag-rent, and these are people na they're also renting, di ba? For the same reasons na pag nasira, ikaw papagawa, pero pag nag-rent ka, yung landlord mo. But that's just one aspect. Meron din kasi mga lumalabas na mga legitimate na articles sa mga dyaryo na with the backing of financial experts, blah, 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 ko-compute nila na mas maganda mag-rent kasi you'll be enjoying your cash, so and so, na parang looking back ngayon na homeowner na ako, parang anong sinasabi ng mga tao na to? Kasi sila siguro gusto bumili ng mga bahay. Kaya sinasabi nila yung mga maling information. So, yun. Yeah, wag kayo makinig na parang keep your goals clear na kung gusto mo bumili ng bahay, wag kayo matakot. Yun lang may isip.
Tsaka mag-add din po ako. Siyempre, aside doon, siyempre yung mga kids natin, doon may mga kids sa mga nakikinig sa atin. Siyempre, napakahirap sa kids yung palipat-lipat din sila ng school. Isang factor din yun na inisip natin. Kapag lumipat tayo, hindi natin alam kung gaano ba kalayo yun sa dati niyang school, di ba? So, lalo na kapag nag-gain na sila ng friends, alam mo yun, until from elementary to high school, yung panganay ko, sila pa rin yung magkakasama. So, kumbaga isang factor na iniisip din natin para sa kids kapag palipat-lipat din sila ng school.
Ayan. O, diba? Okay, so tapos na ba tayo, Rachel? Did we have everybody? Ayan, so ayan po yung, you heard from yung ating dating renter na ngayon ay ngayon ay homeowners na, and they're enjoying that. They've overcome yung mga worries, challenges, bad chismis, bad information. They push through all of that. Meron tayong first-time homebuyer webinar na mangyayari sa Sunday po. Ginawa po namin Sunday kasi marami pong Pilipino, pati Sabado nagtatrabaho. Sabi nila, pwede ba Sunday para maka-attend? Take your phone, put it there doon sa QR code. Is going to take you sa registration. That's happening Sunday po, 2 o'clock after church. Meron po time kayong manood. But before we do that, based on what everybody has heard here, and also I want to hear from our relationship managers, there's do's and don'ts na gusto naming i-breakdown po sa inyong mga nanonood ngayon when it comes to buying a home. Ano yung ating mga do's and don'ts na gusto nating malaman ng ating mga first-time home buyers? Let's start with Rachel.
Okay, so my first do is to get a pre-approval kasi you don't want to go out there looking for a property tapos ma-heartbroken ka kasi you find out that you can't afford it. And it's also good to know kung ano yung monthly budget mo, how much you should be saving for your down payment. And yeah, that's another one. And the next one is just to take action. Kasi there are many people who will want to wait before they are going to contact an expert mortgage broker or contact us, and they think they just need to save for the down payment. But if their credit isn't good or yung income nila it's not solid, then we have to wait again. So one of my biggest tips is to take action now to see kung ano yung options mo kasi a lot of our clients, they're not going to purchase right away. They'll wait 1 year, 2 years, or we'll have success stories where they're purchased right away because they didn't know that they're able to purchase. And then yung mga don'ts ko, yung isa is don't transfer your down payment funds over to many accounts. Kasi when you do have a bahay now, when you have an accepted offer, they're going to ask for your 90-day bank statement mo. So it's very difficult to track mga 9 accounts that you're transferring it all to. And another thing is to keep your credit good. Don't take out a large car loan before your pre-approval process and during your approval process as well, because that's really going to impact how much you're able to purchase in your pre-approval and approval amount. So yan po siya.
Thank you, Rachel. I hope that helps everyone. Yung sinasabi ni Rachel, those things happened to a few of our clients and it was kind of scary.
Yeah,
One month,
guilty.
1 month before, bumili kami ng bagong car, tapos nagpa-pre-approve.
Yeah, because nobody educated us sometimes. So at least now, ang sabi ko nga sa team is don't waste a good issue or a good challenge.
May sabihin lang ako dun sa pagbili ng car. Kasi alam mo, na-receive namin before na info, sabi nila, bumili muna kayo ng kotse to build your credit. So, hindi na alam na makaka-apekto pala yun. Yes.
Yes.
So, we thought that yung pala, na pagbili ng kotse, hindi pala makaka-apekto pala. We didn't think about that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they'll say, oh, I'll buy a car first kasi it's less expensive. Pero really, it's going to affect your pre-approval and your approval again.
So, ang thinking namin, makakatulong yon dahil mabibuild yung credit namin, yung pala hindi.
Makaka-build yung credit at the expense of the amount of how much. There's two different purposes. Yeah. Okay, thank you po, Ate Marisa. Carol, do's and don'ts for first-time homebuyers.
Yeah, I just want to say dun sa do's, gagawin kong do's yung dun sa pagbili ng kotse. Na sinabi natin. So, dun sa do's, mga nakabili na, nalaman nyo na, ang pagbili pala ng kotse is mas maganda na after you bought the property. If kapag nakabili ka na and you're planning to buy a property, do not make you stop that options na bumili ng property. Kasi, like Ate Marisa is aware of this, na kahit may kotse ka, you can still buy a property.
we will explore your options. Bababa lang yung mabibili mong property and we will give you an approval naman, pre-approval kung magkano yung mabibili mo. Yun siya. And so sa do's is, yun sa nangyayari ngayon sa market, it's yung importance nung having an inspection. So Ate Lodi experienced that na yung wag papaalis yun doon sa subjects natin to have an inspection. So yung importance nun is, importante siya to do a house inspection kahit brand new or hindi. It's because malalaman mo kung ano yung mga forecasted mga expenses. So that's do's. And the other would be is yung creating your own team, your own mortgage broker, your own realtor, your own inspector. So having those and your own lawyer. So that's your do's. Create your own experts na team when in buying a property. Sa don'ts naman is yung bili ng property ng wala kang team. It's because ikaw lang yung maghahanap ng sarili mong property and wala kang realtor, you don't have someone to negotiate that on your side. So that's a big don't. Maganda is you have your own team pa rin. And when it comes naman dun sa credit, make sure that do not pull your credit score from time to time. Kasi pagkadating sa amin, it affects your credit score na. And then, but we're here to give us solutions on that one para at least may increase pa rin natin yung credit score siya.
Ayan. Thank you, Carol. Sheila.
Ako, isa-summarize ko na lang yung sinabi ni Carol at saka ni Rachel because that's what are we doing, no? Yung dus kasi talaga, ang pinaka-importante dyan, you work with the expert. Kayo po na mga first-time homebuyer na hindi nyo alam kung paano kayo magsisimula at paano bumili ng bahay, get an expert broker para po matulungan kayo. Get a pre-approval first para po alam nyo kung magkano yung inyong bibilhin property and saka kayo maghahanap ng bahay. Kasi ang don'ts na ginagawa naman nila is pumupunta muna sa realtor. So nabo-broken hearted sila dahil pagdating na hindi pala sila qualified na bumili ng ganung bahay or what have you. So, mas maganda na alamin nyo muna, kausapin nyo yung inyong mortgage broker o sa kaso po namin, andito lang po kami, Karista Mortgage to help you out. And then, from there po, hahawakan namin yung kamay nyo. Tutulungan po namin kayo kung mula umpisa hanggang katapusan, hanggang paglipat nyo ng bahay at pagbili nyo ng pangalawa, pangatlo, pang-apat. So tandaan nyo, wag po kayo mahiya. Yung wag yung gagawin. The don'ts is, wag kayong mahiyang magtanong sa amin. Kaya nga po kami na andito para i-educate kayo, para tayo po lahat ng mga Pilipino dito sa Canada ay magkaroon ng sarili nating bahay at hindi po tayo manatiling nangungupahan. Ang pinakamasarap po pasabay-sabay po tayong aangat, sabay-sabay po tayong magpapayaman sa real estate. So yun po, magtanong.
Okay, thank you for that. Meron pong isang first-time homebuyer na nagbigay sa atin ng kanyang tips ng do's and don'ts, and then we're going to end with sa ating mga homebuyers kung meron kayong final tip. Do's. Find a real estate agent now, get a mortgage pre-approval, get a home inspector. Hello, am I echoing? Okay.
No.
Okay. Understand the costs involved. Do understand all the costs that are involved in buying a home. Do your own research, the location of the house, attend the webinar, learn more. Yun nga ba, katulad kay Sheila, don't be shy to ask questions. Do not expect to have everything on your home on the wish list. Meron siyang list, not all of it can work. And then don't make decisions solely based on emotion. There's other criteria as well. Am I echoing? Okay, and then do not lose hope if you don't win the offer. So yun siya. One thing that I really enjoyed from today is there's a common worry based on what I learned from all of you. Ang main worry, kaya ko ba? Do I have enough money? Yun yung isa sa main worry kasi it's the unknown, diba? And then I think based on what everybody has experienced here, hindi kayo mapipre-approve kung hindi nyo kaya. Because yun yung purpose nung pre-approval. And then pag sinabi sa inyo na imposible, think sa kanya sa taas, anything is possible. So, pag may nagsabi imposible, and then pag sinabi sa inyo, eto ka lang, hindi ka doktor, hindi ka medical, eto ka lang. No, I'm a child of God. I can do this. Kung ano ba yung sinabi sa inyo, isantabi niyo siya. Ibang-ibang tao kasi a lot of times, I heard you guys say na maraming nagbibigay ng iba-ibang advice. Here's the thing. Most of the times, the advice you get from out there is a reflection of themselves, right? Now, if you come to us, yung advice na ibibigay namin sa inyo para sa inyo kasi that's you. You told us your needs, you told us your life. Yung advice namin is para mag-guide kayo sa gusto nyong mangyari. Now, if you talk to other people, yung advice na ibibigay nila, yung para sa kanila kasi that's all they know. They're not doing this to harm you. It's just all they know. So again, importante yung sinabi ninyo, get the right advice from the right people. When I say the right people, yun pong tutulong sa inyo sa dream ninyo. Not necessarily doon sa hindi makakatulong. And yes, marami hong gastos. I'm not gonna lie. How can you? But it's not an expense. It's an investment. Yun yung pinagkaiba. When you're renting, everything is an expense. Yung rent, it's an expense. When you own, it's an investment. So yun po yung mindset na sana po yung mga nanonood ngayon, marinig nila yun, take it to heart. Iba po ang value. Kaya po namin sinasabi, ang ambisyon po talaga namin, matulungan ng more and more Pinoys magkaroon ng bahay sa Canada. I've been doing this for 20 years. I've seen how real estate changed the lives of so many people. Imagine from 1, naging 2, 3, 4. From 200, naging 1 million yung bahay. Had they stayed renting, they wouldn't be enjoying this right now. Yung puso po namin tumataba habang marami po kayong yumayaman through real estate, katulad po nung 4 nating guest ngayon. So, pag ako'y 90 years old, and I see you all, ang taba ng puso ko because in all my life, ilang daan, ilang libong mga Pilipino ang naging mayaman, naging prosperous to real estate. Parang that's the goal, that's the mission. And then habang kayo nandito, kasama po kayo doon sa mission na yun. So marami pong salamat. So in closing, I'd like to ask ang ating mga homeowners, if you have one thing to say, what would that be? Kuya Marion po.
Thank you. Salamat sa Karista, unang-una lahat na tumulong sa amin. At least nandito na kami at may sarili ng bahay. So, katulad nga po na sinabi ni Sis Bernadette, mag-consult po tayo sa mga expert. So, of course sa Karista. Kasi sila po yung nakakalam ng kaloob-looban po about sa pagbili po ng bahay. So, they will help you a lot para sa ganun. Kung may problema kayo sa down payment or something to work out, they can also work with you with that too. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you po. Ate Lodi?
Yeah, gusto kong mag-thank you syempre sa Karista for inviting us here. At saka gusto kong mag-thank you dun sa family friend namin na si Emmy Valencia. I know she's watching right now. Kasi kung hindi dahil sa kanya, she introduced us to Karista. Hindi namin malalaman yun kasi we're here in the island. So parang hindi namin alam na meron palang mortgage broker that helping Filipinos. Mas madaling makipag-communicate kasi same language. Yeah, so yun, dun sa mga nagbabalak bumili, huwag kayong matakot. Huwag, gaya ng sinasabi lagi ng Karista, huwag niyong palakihin yung baka dun sa isip nyo, katayin nyo na yan. Kasi you have to take actions. Hindi nyo malalaman yung result if you don't have actions. Tapos magtanong kayo sa Karista kasi mas marami silang alam kaysa dun sa mga kapitbahay nyo na iba-ibang sinasabi.
Ayan, sarap na sinasabi, katayin natin yung mga baka dyan.
Kaya huwag kayong matatakot kasi kung ano man yung mga tanong nyo na akala nyo imposible, masasagot nilang lahat. And trust in the Lord sa lahat ng plans niya na makukuha niyo yung gusto niyo and much better pa dun sa iniisip niyo.
That's right. Julie Santos just joined us. Julie, kung meron kang questions, feel free to ask. Maybe it will come through before we end. Ate Marisa, ano po yung inyong tip?
Tip ulit. So, dahil natuto kami, from Karista on buying our first home, kailangan i-share na rin agad yung knowledge na to, which we did. After a month na nakabili kami, nakalipat, pinush namin yung aming anak na family niya na bumili din. So, sinare agad namin yung knowledge na natutunan namin. So, para sila mag-start na rin. Kesa mag-rent pa sila. Kasi sila, small family pa, nag-start pa lang silang family. So, we did share. Yun.
Thank you.
Ako din, nakuha ko rin ang Karista through my friend, si Maria Lourdes Tagayon. So, sinabi ni Miss Lodi na mas madali yung conversation kahit manggulit ka ng manggulit kasi Filipino. Kahit may mga term na English na hindi natin pwedeng Tagalogin. So, pero at least masasabi mo lahat yung worries mo kagad. O kailangan ba, ma-approve ba ako? What do you think? Ganito, ito yung nakukuha ko. So, ganito, yung mga worries na gano'n, mabilis na sabihin kasi Filipino.
Marami pong salamat Ate Marisa. Nga sabi nga nila, when you get, give, when you learn, teach, share.
Yan ang nangyari po.
Before we go to the others, meron lang po tayong question from Julie Santos. No, I don't want to leave that without answering. So, paano pag may down like 300,000 cash but kinda low ang credit score? That's a very good question, Julie. It's very important. So here is like, remember yung sinabi ko kanina na it's hard to give advice if you really don't know what the journey is. So when you say kinda low at credit score, there's a whole range of meaning when with a low credit score. Yung definition niyo po ng low credit score, baka iba yung definition po ng lender. So we've helped clients na super low ang score. We've helped clients na super high, so there's a range. So kung ang question po, posible, yes, posible. So that's why it's very important to do a discovery call. Now, ang sabi po ng speakers natin po dito, huwag kayong mahiya, huwag kayong matakot. Bakit? Kasi po, pag tinanong niyo po sa amin, alam nila to, hindi kami namimilit. We don't. All we're here is to share the information. So, if you make a discovery call, ang purpose ng discovery call is to discover kung ano pong posible sa inyo, and we'll give you the right kind of advice para po sa buhay nyo, hindi po para lang sa amin. Bakit hindi kami mamimilit? Sabi ko, hindi kami ang nagbabayad ng mortgage. So, hindi kami dapat mamilit. Kayo dapat po. Kaya kailangan ituturo lang namin kung ano yung posible. So, Ate Julie, please feel free to book a discovery call. One of us here will meet with you. It usually takes mga 10 to 15 minutes para lang ma-determine kung ano po yung posible sa inyo. And then the follow-up question is, anong effect sa buying pag may record ng EI? Wala. If you had an EI, because syempre, merong COVID, some people had EI, wala pong effect kung EI kayo noon and owner and may work na kayo ngayon. If you're still EI now, meron pong impact, obviously, because the lenders can't use EI. So hopefully po nakatulong po ito sa inyo, Ate Julie, and hopefully you book that discovery call. Am I echoing?
Slightly.
No, yeah?
Yes,
It's echoing, right? I'm sorry.
Yes.
I don't know why it's doing that. My Mr. Computer guy. Okay, and then another comment here would definitely be using the mortgage, very helpful and knowledgeable. God bless. Thank you, Marge. And I don't want to be talking about equity. Can we have another person, please? Final tip.
Si Jam muna.
Ako yung inquiry about EI. Naka-maternity leave ako nung time na bumili kami ng house. Akala ko din magiging hindrance siya kasi nga naka-EI tapos CER ba. Pero ni-review ni Ate Sheila tapos may work naman ako tapos babalik naman ako to work. So, yun, nakabili pa rin kami ng house.
And then yung sa akin naman, ewan ko, si Miss Bernadette siguro i-correct ako sa natatandaan ko. But ang Karista is a combination of Karis meaning care and Arista for excellence. And I think they live up to their name na you're in good hands. If anything, yung takeaway ko is huwag kayo, take the privilege of approaching Karista for great advice. So, yeah, thank you.
Nawala si Marion. Okay pa.
Okay, so thank you for that. Now I think it's we're okay. Somebody near you is on the same Zoom also. Okay, thank you. I'm so sorry for that. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. Sorry that my sound is not working very well. I appreciate you all, and for everybody else, please register for our free first-time homebuyer webinar on Sunday. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you all. Yung mga nanonood, we'll see you next week, same time, same channel here on Live TV.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.